Hello everybody, it's your Wonderful Wind Mage, your true ship servant, Chartreuse Proxy, ever and always at your service now. Hopefully everybody's doing well today. It is September 3rd, Tuesday, and got a few things to say before I really start things off, but hopefully everybody's doing well. This is a very near and dear series to my heart here of Mystia's Izakaya. This is something I played back when I first debuted my 2.0 model, because I'm on my 3.0 now basically, and I only got to do like maybe 3 or 4 streams before I did kind of drop things, because I felt like me not getting much viewership then was a sign of people not enjoying it. But then, as I continued VTubing and I grow older and realized that's a stupid way of thinking, I'm streaming for my own enjoyment, more than anything. So why am I letting bad viewership metrics dictate that? That, and also I had no idea how to follow SEO or try to get people following on my YouTube. But that's my own personal problem. I personally think that what I should be doing instead is going back and actually restarting Ultra Arches, even though I got up to, you can see, level 37, and this was back when it was only DLC 2.5, we have up to DLC, I think, 5 now. Yeah, I played it last time a year and a half ago, almost. But I want to give this a fresh start to actually give Mystia's Izakaya the love it deserves. And this could easily be a huge long-running series, but it's been, like I said, a whole year and a little bit more since I've played. So I want to actually go give actual love to this wonderful Touhou fan series, and also what could be pencil cosplay stuff for me in the future. So, let's hit a new game. If you don't know much about Touhou itself, you don't need to worry too much, because you will just get to learn alongside all of us. And for now, we have our Sunstress, our Sunbird of the Night, Mystia Lorelei as our main character. And I will also immediately apologize if I'm not clear. I had some dental work today, so half of my mouth is numb. So for the rest of this recording session, if you can't understand me well, I apologize. I should slow myself down a little bit more as I talk, just so that way everybody can have a little bit more brevity when it comes to how my pronunciation is. I had a good night's sleep. It's time to start preparing for tonight's work. She's not here yet. And Kyoko, Mystia's best friend. What's wrong? Here, have some water and take a break. Oh, it's nothing. I was short of breath because I ran all the way here. Sorry for being late again. It was pretty windy today. The head priestess wouldn't let me go until I swept away all the fallen leaves. Wow, that must have been hard. Why don't you just take it easy today? I'll take care of the prep work myself. No, it's fine. Please let me help you. Is it really fine? Don't overwork yourself. It's really fine. And tonight is the night of the showdown. How can I desert you at a moment like this? Thanks, Kyoko. Okay then, let's start preparing ingredients for tonight's Izakaya. Girls are now preparing. Welcome, our very, very gluttonous, lovely ghost. Kappa, if you're around, you're gonna get a kick out of this. I know I've talked to you about some Touhou fan games, but I don't know if I actually have to talk to you much about Mystia's Izakaya. I remember seeing, Wonderful, or it was another Touhou cosplayer, that I saw that was already preparing to do Kyoko and Misty potentially on cosplay threads, and it looked stunning, and it's getting me inspired to whenever I get to do my next Touhou cosplay, but that's in the works right now. That's in the works for Flan. I'm starving. Here it comes! Is she the one? Hungry. Misty? See what's kinda weird? Everyone is counting on me. If I mess up now... Misty... I'm so... hungry! Doesn't matter how serious she seems, right now she's just a starving guest. As long as she's my guest, I have one job. I need to slow down because I can't feel half of my tongue. I had a root canal for everybody's reference, so I can't feel half of my mouth. The purpose of a trut is to serve and satisfy the stomach of hungry guests. You're right. I'm not backing down either. Dear guest, here's the menu. We are ready and open. You can order anything you like. Miso soup. Gotcha. I'm on it. So here we have the UI of the game. Use WASD to walk near the correct kitchenware. For miso soup, it should be the pot. Press the interact button with the kitchenware is highlighted to open up the kitchen panel. So by pressing J, this is a very friendly non-mouse game that can be used entirely with just the keyboard by itself. Recipes from the daily menu will appear in the recipe section of the corresponding kitchenware. Press the select button to automatically place the ingredients needed for the highlighted recipe. So, right now, it's telling us that we're gonna have to, the cycle of the games, we're gonna have to collect ingredients in the morning, and then open up the Izakaya at night. So for now, it's teaching us exactly how that span is gonna go. It's gonna take seaweed, as you can see right here, and then we get to cook it. For now, because it's just our one thing, and this is a tutorial, we just have to wait for it to cook. Then, we get to take it, and put it down into our little hotbar. You can see at the bottom center of the screen. So we have miso soup in one of our 2 inventory slots. Afterwards, we do get the beverage. So same thing as the food, we just get it out from our drink rack. We don't have to wait for it to cook, and every customer will want a drink and a meal, an entree. So you can see here, we need to get a miso soup and a green tea. Dear guest, I hope you enjoy the meal. Grilled lamprey. This is truly terrifying. She dropped it down the instant I brought it to her. Lampreys are my signature dish. I'll get it done in no time. Guest orders will show up here. Give them what they ordered and you will get a positive rating. Otherwise, you may anger the guests. So now, we need to go to the grill and grill a lamprey of Mystia's signature dish. So exactly so, you can see that we have a cooking bar underneath to signify how long it's going to take for it to cook. And then, once again, green teas are only, well, I don't think we need, but only drink that we have, so we'll serve it out. Energy kebab. I stared at her the whole time, and I only managed to get a glimpse of a brief after image of her eating the food. Is this the power that transcends all common sense? It seems like you're really starving. May I take your order again? So now we need this grilled lamprey. We don't need this energy skewer, which takes all of these ingredients here. We'll cook that, get her some more green tea, and you're seeing immediately, this is one customer, potentially 8 tables that we'd have to take care of. So this is going to be a very, very fun Dino Dash-esque service model when we get to the meat and bones of it. Daimyo's Feast. As expected, she instantly finished it again. Okay, coming up, sashimi platter. Beef Wellington. Dear guest, I can't keep up with your orders so much at the same time. You know, Shicha Sho. Dear guest? What are you doing? Misty, get out of there! And we can see the Izakaya is being destroyed by a ravenous customer. Must eat it. Eat it. Oh! What in the world is happening? Misty, stay with me. Stay with me. What? Is she fat? No. Take it towards the wood. There's somebody else here. So it didn't work this time either. Hello, Kine. Misty, I think we've met this guest somewhere before. You are... I messed up. I've come so far, yet everything I've done. And so you and everybody. Sorry. You failed again. This mission seemed too difficult for you. I'm terribly sorry, but you're the only one who could. I just want to ask you one question. Do you want to give up? But I have nothing left. Misty. Well, anything we say and do right now would have been meaningless in the first place because it's already too late. However, with the combined power of myself and that person, not all is lost. What did you say? I'm the history-eating half-beast. As long as I'm here, you can always start over from scratch. As long as you don't want to give up, I'll be happy to give you a hand no matter how many times. You are trusting and totally depending on me. I don't want to give up. I won't let it end here like this. As expected, no matter how many times this happens, you always make the same choice. You're right. It's too early to give up. The road to reincarnation may be difficult, but you must be determined and be ready for the challenges ahead. This token may be of help for you in the future. Take good care of it. Reincarnation Bridge. This is... my head. May luck ever be in your favor. You're Gensokyo's only hope. We have faith in you. And welcome to, once again, the intro of Mystia's Izakaya. No! Don't! What a weird dream. It was just a dream, right? That felt a bit too real. There's someone else there. Nope. I can't remember what they looked like. What was it about again? Why am I holding a ginkgo leaf? Did it fly in here while I was asleep? I have a feeling it's something important. But why? Whatever. I give up. No point trying to remember details in a forgotten dream. I am a bird brain after all. Hey Calvin, 5 orders of sopapilla. We're not doing Treat Serve Delicious again, Chief. That arc is over at least until Remustard comes out. Oh, I slept well. It'd be great if my Izakaya was as bitch as the one in my dream. But I vaguely remember it being destroyed by someone in the end. I need to stop. It's time to start preparing for tonight's Izakaya. My name is Mystia. I'm one of the weakest yokai that you can encounter in this mysterious world of Gensokyo. I love singing and growing lampreys, and I also open an Izakaya in my spare time. What? Forget about singing. It's super weird to call growing lampreys a hobby? What? Do I have to grow birds instead? That would be really weird. Lampreys were a delicacy in the past. It's definitely more delicious. Not to mention that it also prevents night blindness. An ingredient that tastes straight and also has health benefits. What more could you ask for? Whew. I feel full of energy today. Let's go out. Is something going on outside? Giving me those puppy eyes after owing me so much money? I have no mercy for you! It's not that I don't want to pay, it's just that your interest rate is way too high. Please, I beg of you, give me one more week. I'll do whatever I can to get the money. Do I look like I care? You know it, I know it. Today's the date, the deadline, the finale. If you can't pay, then you really shouldn't blame me for... It's nothing personal, kiddo. How could this happen? Isn't that Kyoko? Stop it right there. No fighting. Misty. Kyoko, are you alright? She owes my family money, and she's already past due. You mind your own business. Kyoko is my friend. Her business is my business. Misty. Alright then. If you insist, then why don't you pay the debt for her? No problem. Just tell me how much. I'll pay. No, Misty. I don't want to drag you into this. I'm ready for the consequences. Misty, this is none of your business. Don't underestimate her, and don't be a fool and get yourself involved with her like I did. Yeah, Chen's got a wooden bat with nails in it. That is absolutely delinquent behavior right there. It's fine. How much money could you possibly owe? Well, at least I have a business, plus some savings too. Leave it to me. Name your price. How much does she owe you? I like you already. How straightforward. It's not much. 3,000 yen in total, including interest. That much? It wasn't that much at first, but the interest started stacking on top of itself and... Damn it. What? Didn't you say you'd pay? I'm just a little short? So it's just a big lie. Misty, it's alright. See how determined you were trying to help me before I lose my kneecaps. I have no regret in my life! I went into debt because I was too naive then. I'm ready to face the consequences of my own stupidity. How are you going to bear it? Could you just give us a little extension? No! I told you I want the money and I want it today! Then how about this? Can I borrow money from you to pay for Kyoto's debts? Misty, you can't do this! You're trying to borrow debt to pay debt! Not only would it make you indebted, the snowball will keep growing bigger and bigger! So there's no way out! There's no way out right now. Don't worry. I run a business and I won't go down without a fight. But we can't care about all that right now. So how about my proposal? She wouldn't be able to pay the debt no matter how you force her. My offer should be more tempting for you. According to plan. What did you just say? Never mind. Sure, I'll take your proposal. Then sign this loan agreement. Kyoto Hasanani's debts will be erased, and you will be the new debtor. Mystia Lorelei, borrower, now owes 3,000 to Yakima Family Bank. The lender, due next month. If borrower defaults, the lender can break borrower's kneecaps. Why do you have a second no loan agreement ready beforehand? You shouldn't worry about the details. Just sign it now. But... What? You're not going back on your word, are you? No, it's... I'm illiterate. Handprint would also work. Okay. Sorry, I got you into trouble. Don't say that. That's what friends do. You'd do the same for me. I can't let you do this all by yourself. Let me help. Of course. Don't you dare try to run away. Yes, ma'am. Alright, let's get on with it. I don't know why, but I feel kinda dizzy. I've completely forgotten my routine. Anyway, my Izakaya doesn't open up until 6 PM at night. I'll be able to get some preparations done during the day. Let me first get my mind straight. I should still have some leftover ingredients. Let's check what's left. Is this, that, these, and those. Trout, pork, lampreys. It's enough for some simple dishes, but it would be nice to have as many ingredients as possible. These places are kind of suspicious, aren't they? You can go find some decent stuff if you investigate them. If mailing collecting ingredients is enough, you can also buy some from the merchant during the day. However, it seems like the merchant is restocking. Maybe it'll be a few days before he comes back. At least for now, I have to collect ingredients all by myself. And I can check my ingredient inventory from here. Everything will be stored in here, and I can check my stock any time of the day. Here you can switch to different categories: ingredients, dishes, beverages, kitchenware, and other objects. And here you can view all the contents under each category. And then this is where you'd see the detailed descriptions. Because you can check on these at any time, there's no need to memorize them all. Just open the tab for when you need to. Now, I have to mention my notebook, where I contain all my Izakaya's trade secrets. You can view them from here. First, these are my stats. My portrait is pretty cute, isn't it? Money, it's the most important thing. Without enough of it, horrible things might happen if I don't have enough to pay for my debt. My level, which increases the more I work. Now, the higher my level, the more perks I'll gain. I really can feel my progress every step along the way. This page here has all the recipes that I've learned. Check it out from here. If you forget how to make a certain dish, feel free to flip through it at any time. And here's the task list. It would be terrible if I promised someone to do something by a certain date, but didn't appoint it on time. So you must always, always, always check this often. I repeated it 3 times because it's important. As for these, since there's not much here, I'll explain it later. This notebook holds all my trade secrets. While they may seem insignificant, jotting them down is one of my favorite hobbies. I have this feeling, if one day I can fill this entire notebook, I would definitely be considered a very competent chef and business owner by then. I look forward to that day. Of course, time is also important. Night Sparrow Izakaya only serves guests during the night. Until then, I'm free to hang around, collect ingredients, and do what I want before 1800, 6 p.m. Most actions, including collecting ingredients, will take 30 minutes. Good time management is extremely important. After all, I've got to go set up the Izakaya immediately when it's time. However, if there's nothing to do, it's also no problem to simply idle and pass time till evening. All work and no play makes Mystia a dull bird. Holding down the sprint button when moving can increase movement speed. As my levels go up, I'll also be able to run faster. Are you asking me why I can't fly to the destination? I'll be able to do that in the future, but it might be different from the little kind of flying that you're expecting. Look forward to it. And so, my little story, my big adventure, starts right now in your hands. So Kyoko can immediately tell us everything we need to do, and you can also chat with her. Exactly, we need to make money. We need to collect everything we can right now, and we'll just do everything. To save, we get a save after every day, so that's how we'll treat these episodes by YouTube. I'll save after every day cycle, basically, or so. But there is an autosave one day in mind, but Jojo is telling us, yeah, exactly so. We'll get a chance to save every day. Save every day, don't save in just one slot by itself, of course, and back up everything since cloud saves. She's just telling us how to debug in case there's a problem. Tips and tricks? It's just telling us about DLC and everything like that. But I'll just go over this. You can favorite dishes that way. You'll always have them showing up in your menu, but we'll get on to that later because that's really better. We have presets we can talk about later on, and then there's DLC stuff. That'll let us get to DLC later, but for now, let's start off. So we have the Yokai Trail to go around and collect ingredients from. If there's anything sparkly, we can go up, interact, and you can see seaweed and lamprey, 4 and 2, but that's 30 minutes. Otherwise then, we are going around, collecting whatever ingredients tickles our fancy. That way we can prepare for the Izakaya, because exactly so, this is where we're setting up shop. To reach the Hakure Shrine, one must pass the Yokai Trail. The trail doesn't guarantee safety for humans, so most potential visitors give up. When I see Izakai's red lanterns in the distance, I really can't control myself from walking there. Thank you. So the fun fact with it is that, yeah, Mystia has a Izakaya, and the big thing about it is, okay, hold on. There are thousands of different dishes in Tokyo. After tasting these delicacies, who in their right mind still wants to eat human flesh? Indeed, it's rare to see a man eating yokai in Tokyo nowadays. But Mystia has the power to cause night blindness with her singing, funny enough. So, she can make people go blind, and lampreys famously help with blindness. So, it's kind of a very frugal business strategy on that end to do so, funny enough, for her to exactly so be serving the exact food that helps deal with her abilities, so she can absolutely grieve people if she wanted. That's fun lore, and at the very least, Misty here in this interpretation isn't that vicious. I thought that was everything from Kyoko, unless she's just telling us we can do whatever else. This is going through a jukebox tutorial. I don't need to go through this, but it's just basically this is our music player that if we want at any time. For now, I'm just gonna keep going on collecting ingredients. We also have Misty's house to go into if we want to as well, the Sparrow Hut. where that way we can check what we have to make, check our ingredient list and everything like that or so. Even just rest for the day. I also have the basement, which I can go on to later, but the main thing is that we have our different, what's his face? Different little outfits, and also a few things, like collectibles and even artwork from everybody who's done art for Mystia's Izakaya and everything like that or so, which is the cutest thing. But that's for later. For now, we got 2 more hours of collecting, so let's go ahead and keep collecting from the water then. As you can see, spots are refreshing for collection after a bit. And then once it hits 1800, it's about time. I should get ready to open the Izakaya. Here's the interface for tonight's Izakaya. Here I can choose where to open my Izakaya. Fortunately, I only know the way around the Yokai Trail, so for now, this is the only available place. I'm sure that one day I'll branch out all over Tokyo. This is a short summary about what I know about the region. Right now, I only have a small cart. It only has 3 countertops and can accommodate 3 tables. It really isn't much, but I believe things will get better in the future. These are the notes I've made regarding what kind of guests will come here. Knowing who will come and dine can help me decide what meals to serve at this location. This is where I select my helpers for the night. For now, Kyoto will help me serve drinks. Once a guest places an order, Kyoto will bring the drink from the beverage vat to the guest. This is how we run the place as a duo. After double checking everything, I just need to hold down this button to set up the Izakaya at this location. Also, yeah, what's his face? The map has absolutely changed since the last time I played a year and a half ago. There's so many more locations, and it is so beautiful. Oh my goodness. This is so cool. But a minimal yet practical arrangement of furniture and a few eye-catching red lanterns in the dark crates. In the dark, creates a watching space where travelers in the night can put their worries away. A place where guests in the company of others and at ease. It's 3 stations and 3 tables, exactly so. So, with no further ado, let us start to open up shop. So, every time we open up these Izakaya, we get a choice of 4 menu staples at the moment, as you can see right here. And then, we'll also have to go on and... it's his face. We'll have to go on and then select our drinks. For now, it is just exactly so, these 3 foods. Try to confirm. Please? How do I get to the drinks again? Oh, Q&E. There you go. So, seafood miso soup takes a pot, orange bread requires a grill, and this tofu requires a cutting board. So I have 4 entrees at the beginning right now, 2 drinks, and 3 prep stations. So exactly so I can prepare out of 5 different things, including the frying pan and the steamer. But since I only have the 3 foods, that's all I can make. And you see, I have my green tea, and also we got the sparrow sake, which I was able to get from collecting around. So, when we prepare the menu, we then get to open the Izakaya. Now begins my night shift. Although it's just a small cart right now, one day it will become a big Izakaya. Here are the countertops. I can follow all the recipes using this kitchenware. Please note that different recipes may require different kitchenware. This right here in the corner is the beverage vat. I can retrieve drinks from here. If I take the wrong one, I can put it away at any time. Here's the food storage container. I can place dishes that are already completed in here and serve them later. But we don't serve leftovers. If anything isn't served the night it's cooked, it gets started as trash. So make sure not to cook too much. These are dining tables and chairs so that guests can sit down and eat. Wait, why am I even explaining this? Guests will arrive soon and sit at any vacant table. They're also very polite and will line up if there are no vacant seats. However, once they sit down at a table and place their order, their patience will start to go down. If the guest order wasn't served before the patience wears out, they'll leave angrily, I think. I better make sure that doesn't happen. This is the ambience of the Izakaya tonight, the little chord right there. If I can keep providing satisfactory service, the ambience will improve, which will bring in more guests, and guests will also place more orders. This is the key to making more money. Here is my partner status. After a guest orders something, my partner will act accordingly. Currently, Chocho will help pass out the drinks. You can see her work status right there. She'll be resting when she doesn't need to do anything. More jobs and partners should become available in the future. Finally, if you're tired, you can hold down the button to circle to close the Izakaya earlier. And that's all I have to say. It was a bit long, but I hope you can have fun. So, let us start with the first day of Mystia's Izakaya. Welcome, welcome! Please dine at Mystia's Izakaya. So for now, we have a whole bunch of ingredients, and the cool thing with Mystia's Izakaya is if you select a recipe, it'll give you what you need out of it. So it takes 1 seaweed for seaweed miso soup. I'll make that. But if I just choose the ingredient by itself, I can put it on there. And same goes for anything in the future. If I put the correct ingredients on, I can exactly so make the items. You can see a gold lamprey. If I know the recipe, I can just go ahead and make it. So, let's go ahead and make these. And the big thing to recognize for the future is that some of them will take multiple ingredients, as you're seeing right there. So while the lamprey and the tofu, and the miso soup, wait, did I just toss this and put it in the cabinet? Okay, thank goodness. While the lamprey and the miso soup are into 1 ingredient, this tofu takes 2. Do you want some tofu? So I will go ahead and give it to you. And like so, exactly, I just have to worry about preparing the food because Yoko will be getting the drinks for us here. Now, we also have other two more things. We have the drink rack. We have this holding cabinet to put extra food in case people don't need it yet. And then we also have this, what's his face here? This waste bin in case we accidentally made something bad. For now, one customer just wants more tofu. You see, it is a pretty slow night. Please dine at Mystia's Izakaya. Thank you. We'll make more tofu, and you can also see, if we need to, we can chit somebody out if it comes to we need them to get out of here. For now, you just want some miso soup, and be done. And then I didn't get to give you your tofu yet. I'm sorry. You've had 3 things of tofu, my friend. But it's just gonna be a nice, simple night to begin with. You can exactly so see, we are starting off pretty slow, but it's the first day, and it's just teaching us the systems, because when we get into the weeds, there's so much multitasking to take care of, and getting to learn how to properly take care of multiple customers and specialty customers and guests too. But for now, we are just waiting. Ooh, gold lamprey. Wow, exactly so, sir. You may have it to begin with there. Until then, exactly so, we're just kind of here. And waiting. Getting back to it, yeah, I feel like Misty had always gotten, a good amount of love, and also been recognized for Izakaya before then. Both, there's, what's his face? As a kind of a cornerstone of some lore and everything like that or so. Not to mention how her partnership with JoJo from, their rock band, for instance, is a good and old-fashioned meme from how things have gone as well in Toho base. Just Toho-based lore or so. But I feel like Mystia's Izakaya itself very much so has cemented its status as one of the best Toho fan games of all time. Probably put it up there alongside, Luna Knights, for instance. Just because of, how well it is both of them have financially done, how well they've popularized the characters. Not that Saki really needed it, but, Mystia definitely deserves the boost. And just, how unique that they are. Because we have so many different Toho fan games, I'm not disparaging on any of them, but like, Mystia's Izakaya has been lauded as both a really just, you know, cool game inside, even if like the core gameplay loop can get tired at times. I've seen some DLC footage to where how exactly it continues to try to revamp itself on its own formula. And alongside that, the characterizations of everybody, I've also seen rave reviews and how it has done some of the best personification of the characters themselves in Toho, which is a very, very lovely love letter to the franchise itself, considering how many people are featured, how many characters are featured in this game alone. Nice. Almost up to 2,000. That's like 2,000. We're at 200 yen, almost there to 300. What do you want to order, my friend? Lampreys, we can do that. At least for now, while it's just our small little cart, there isn't much to go on about to begin with here. The slower pace might put me to sleep at least for now, but I know when we get on to the nitty-gritty later on, I will be head over heels when it comes to really taking care and trying to juggle all the customer orders. I will say, this might be a shorter stream though, just because how my dental stuff and everything else today has really kept me a lot more than I really wished, and it has drained me. But I did want to officially start Mystia's Izakaya, you know, as soon as I can, since I did announce it for September, and I want to be able to showcase this wonderful fan game to everybody. And so for now, you can see what we served, what we might have had to like get rid of, or like what we got in between, and a nice summary screen overall. We had a nice 8 guests served today, and a net profit of 200. Now we have a lot of saves here, I'm not going to lie. That's from April 12th. Well, I have a lot of these here, but let's just save on some old ones then in this case here. Besides, I need to just get some saves going for my new one. Toho Tuesday, hi D3. Kind of in a way. Just saying, I am kind of streaming out, but if you do want to play Deadlock in a bit, just ping me on. At least for now, I'm seeing what I can do. And what energy that I have. So once again, with this, shoot, I'm forgetting it. With my tooth work today, I have not been feeling as much. Root canal, that's the word. My energy is a little shot, but it's not the worst ever. I can still talk, but I recognize that I can only feel half of my tongue, and it's not impeding me the worst. It's just, you know, I'm recognizing that my body is definitely going to be recovering for the next few days or so. Got some cicada solos from those gathering spots. Let's just keep walking around, because we need to just get whatever that we can. At least for now, these days will be slow and sure to start. How you doing, D3? Everything been going well enough for you so far today? Hopefully things have been fine enough for you, friend. Nice. No Barrack report. Sadness. It's alright though. We'll just go back to the next gathering spots. And that is a pretty fast gather, but nothing really changed too much here. So, we'll just get on with the next day. But I feel like this, Mystia's Izakaya especially so, is a very nice sodden substitute considering how, what's his face? How much Arasake do I have right now? I have 4. Yeah, no, that's fine to put on there. Doing good. Had a meme com, or I'm in the top 10% of a few characters, which is wow. There you go. Game was super chill. It is super chill to begin with. I think my favorite things, I think just the Sparrow Trail itself, this little music we have here for when we're serving up people, is one of my favorites out of the soundtrack itself. Granted, I've only heard, like, you know, a very small fragment of it, not counting the DLCs, and because I didn't actually get on to playing too far offline last time around, off stream and all. So that is a lot of interesting things, to say the least, of what it could easily surpass my expectations. So I remembered I love the Hature Shrine music, like when you're in the area, but the Yokai Trail has my heart when you get the high ambience, because it is just, yeah, it's half of it is a gathering simulator in a way, and then the other half, we are playing Dino Dash in a way or so. And granted, this is only day 2, so we are starting off very, very slow when it comes to D3, but this is a very, very lovely game, and it's a wonderful love letter to the Toho series and all the girls in it, and Inosuke. Yeah, like, for you, D3, talking about it, ever since I got the invite from Calvin to get into Deadlock's beta, or closed testing and everything like that or so, the funny thing was, I just couldn't start a game, or rather I couldn't play a game, because at first it let me play a game, but I sent that clip already and how I was reprobating at 500,000 meters a second, and then, like, an update came out, because they've been patching, like, almost like every other day an update, you know, for either balancing or trying to fix things. Those updates came out, and it kept saying, you have not been recognized as online to the Valve servers. You cannot get into a game, and it kept doing that for another week or so. So that was great. And then the last one that the last update that came around, I'm guessing, let's see, yeah, because I had my Steam update overnight, yesterday night or so, allowed me to finally play the game. So I get to play Valve's nondescript, unannounced, unreleased game, smile. So, yeah. So I played like 1 or 2 test games offline. Anytime I tried to record on OBS, it absolutely bricked my frames. It might just be offline recordings, but we'll see. I mean, if I even get a chance to stream it anyway, that would be funny. But we'll see how I'm feeling overall, and if not, I'm fine enough either way. I just want to make content and get to just try out some more of the characters or so. So I already saw like some meme build ideas or so, and Deadlock very much so is a great mash of 2 genres that I feel like I am both an aficionado at and that I excel at in MOBAs and shooters. Because, not to mention too, like when Mega Strikers is my biggest content machine, and I'm recognized mostly for that, and most people can relate it immediately as MOBA air hockey closest to. Hey, might as well add more MOBAs to the repertoire. Granted, I don't have League installed, I don't have Dota installed, Heroes of the Storm I don't have installed. I don't fight any other traditional MOBA. Actually, I have Eternal Return, that's a MOBA Battle Royale. That still is closer to a traditional MOBA in one way or another. But it still is just, you know, it's a subsection of that genre too. Which I need to honestly post more videos on, because I have my offline recordings on that, but I need to actually stream it, because me being able to get Mithril all 4 seasons in a row so far, after it came out of beta, is absolutely nice. You feel that? You have Dota, but you can't bring yourself to play it? Any particular reason? Or is it just not your thing, D3? Is it just kind of like my friends are playing it, and it's kind of like the whole weed thing of like, I play Dota, don't get into Dota? Or do you just don't want to? Because I have friends who are on both sides of that argument right there. Or also, like, Dota's like the only game that they ever will play, just because they've spent so much time in it and everything like that, you know? And that's not necessarily a fault, it's just, you know, some people when they say, hey, you want to play video games, that's really like, yeah, that just means you want to play Dota or Counter-Strike or League, and that's the only game that they play. And that's not me, because I'm a variety streamer. And that is the Izakaya toys enough. I have like 2k hours into it, which is like 1k custom games. I used to play it a ton, but I tried to get back into it and it was overwhelming every time. I can get that. Also, people only ever order the Grand Prix, they didn't order any of the other things, so that's frustrating. I feel like I've never been too much of a custom game Andy when it came to, which is funny because I was a Halo 3 Halo Reach kid. Like the Halo 3, Halo ODST, the Halo 3 ODST, and then Reach when it came around or so, when I got my first Xbox 360. So custom games were like great there when I had my party of friends, but otherwise I never really did too much more, like for the Call of Duty side, or for, you know, the MOBAs that I played. Granted, I'm a solo queue Andy, so I don't, for the MOBA side, but at the same time too, that's just, you know, what more can I do at that point then? Huh. hello, Riddle. People will post Riddle Nightbud, and will post this picture, and all that they'll get in the replies is Riddle Nightbud. I love you, Twitter, for that end. Huh. Don't ignore me! You saw me here! Oh, it's Riddle. What's up? You dare ask what's up? Seeing the horde of fireflies and not catering to her immediately. You've grown some guts. I see. I mean, you can just order and I'll bring it to you. What? Are you telling me to fuss over what to eat? Then leaving me to regret my choice as I wait for the food to arrive just like any other common guest does? Come on, doesn't everyone else do it? Don't compare me to those guys. This is frustrating. What exactly do you want? Wait, Mystia, come over here for a second. What is it, Kyoko? I think this is what they call omakase. I don't quite get it, but I think that as a professional chef, you can't just wait for guests to tell you their needs. Instead, you should actively try to understand what they want and tailor to their needs. But how am I going to predict what they want? This is a challenge for you, the proprietress. If you try hard, you can do it. She's ordering now, give it a try. I don't think I can do this. So, we've only had common yokai guests come around so far, but now we're learning the second category, rare guests. They do not tell you directly what they want, instead they'll give you hints based on their preferences. Move to the table and open the order panel to learn more. So for Riddle here, Riddle says it would be great if all dishes tasted sweet, and she wants something low alcohol for her drink. So, you don't need to know much about Toho to play Mystia's Izakaya by itself, but whatever you know about the series will help you in whenever other guests come around. Seems like she wants something sweet. But Kyoko, it appears that we don't have anything sweet to serve. It's okay, calm down. A competent chef can creatively modify recipes based on their experience. Here's some honey I collected at the yokai trail this afternoon. Try adding it to the original recipe. If he wants a sweet dish, let's open the kitchenware. So some cuisines will not work with certain ingredients. You will know because certain tabs will have an X on them. On top of fresh tofu, you can add tabs to the stream for certain honey. So, whenever you are preparing any food, you can see here, this tofu has 5 tabs. It's vegetarian, it's home cooking, it's mild, it pairs well with alcohol, and it is served in small portions. But, when I select it, it just tastes the radish and then the tofu. Anytime I want to, I can add other ingredients, so like the honey here, and it has a tag of sweet. So if I add it on, you can see it has a star now, and it has the extra add-ons of sweet and cutting board because it's being prepared on a cutting board. So I can prepare that specifically so, and we are fulfilling Riddle's request of a sweet food. That, and we need something that has low alcohol. So you can see here, green tea is no alcohol, this fruity highball is low, and the spare sake is mid alcohol. So same thing too, we need to cater to both ends of the customer. Not bad at all. Success. And as you keep serving these named customers, these named girls, or also Renosuke, and you continue to learn more about them, you can see you will start to learn what their preferences are as a customer. So you saw it popping up, Riddle likes sweet and she likes low alcohol, but she dislikes vegetarian. Bravo! Stronger yokai and humans are often harder to satisfy. Situations like this one may happen again in the future. They are dissatisfied, horrible things might happen. But on the other hand, if we manage to satisfy these rare guests, maybe something good will happen. You're so optimistic, Misty! Yeah, that's the spirit we need! I asked you for something sweet, but this is too mild. I don't like bland tasting stuff. Whatever, never mind. The food's not bad, but just so-so. Why are we only getting a mediocre review? We tried hard and even added honey. It seems that satisfying a rare guest-specific request alone doesn't guarantee the best review. We should also consider their usual taste, exactly. From now on, I'll record every guest's likes and dislikes. Cooking is just like fighting a battle. You'll regret it if you aren't careful every step of the way. Sometimes rare, familiar guests will show up. If you manage to understand what they want, you can get some unexpected rewards. But be careful if they're disappointed. Also, regardless of rare or common guests, you can earn a nice tip if you treat them well. It might even become part of your main source of income. And that is our new day. Food Wars in Toho confirmed. I never got to watch Food Wars, but I did always see those clips of like people eating and then, you know, like a judge eating and then their clothes blowing off. And that was ridiculous to me. But it's anime doing anime things, and to be fair, I'm watching Blue Lock, and people's clothes aren't blowing up, but you'd think it's a life and death battle when they're playing soccer, dude, so we're relating it to real world stuff right now. By the way, Kyoko, you were a big help yesterday. Thanks for the honey you gave me earlier. It's important to stockpile ingredients. As they say, it's good to always be prepared for the unexpected. Speaking of which, Misty, you know how to acquire ingredients, right? I can usually collect quite a bit from the Yokai Trail, depending on my luck. That's right, you can get extra ingredients when you're lucky. Ingredients need time to replenish themselves after being collected. You can't keep taking from Mother Nature without giving her time to rest. I'm always grateful. And by the way, I think there's a right time for collecting certain ingredients. Pay attention to this. We're going to open an Izakaya here for quite a while. You'll have plenty of time to figure out where to find all the good stuff. But don't be too obsessed with gathering ingredients either. You still have an Izakaya to run at 6 PM. On the other hand, if you don't have anything else to collect, you can open up early. But I still feel worried. While the Yokai Trail has ample ingredients, it's quite enough if we use them at last night's raid. Of course we're not going to rely solely on collecting. Look over there. On the other side of the bridge? Yeah, there's a human merchant over there who sells ingredients. However, he's jacking up his prices knowing that I'm not human. But that takes money. Gotta spend money to make money. That's how you run a business. Misty, you really give off an aura of a proprietress when you say things like that. I am a proper proprietress to begin with, even though my business is pretty small. It doesn't matter. Let's work hard together. One day we'll have a giant Izakaya. No, multiple Izakayas. We love Kyoto's support. And we'll go around, do the usual rounds, collect what we can here. Yes! We have some Sparrow Sake to collect. That is high importance. So, in addition to our usual collection routes, you can see now, we also have this merchant, denoted by this money symbol over his head. You get what you pay for, understand? Only an idiot would say my products are expensive. So yes. But the main thing here is that, exactly so, we can see that there are some nice ingredients to potentially get out of our almost $500 yen funds. And the main thing I would potentially like is we only have the 2 drinks right now, so if I can just buy all of these drinks, I think it's a worthwhile investment. And then you can also see out the inventory for whatever else that I might have. Let's just buy up his good stock. I feel like I'm running out of tofu too, potentially. That could be almost everything of mine. Quite frankly, I'm not going to lie. Let us buy things up. The future. Yes, it is taking all my money, but I am investing for my future's sake. And now, though, we'll just keep collecting around. Because having a variety of foods is really good for being able to cater to those different tastes. Because if we can satisfy as many customers as possible, then that is of course going to be upping our ambience. It's going to make people want to come back, and then we can just keep going on and on from there. Speaking of which, if I press tab for Misty's stuff here, we can immediately see Riddle Nightbud, an old friend of mine who loves insects. I really can't handle the swarm around her, even though I've known her for so many years. You can immediately see the different tads that she likes. So she likes sweet stuff, but she dislikes vegetarian and mild. So even though we served her the tofu, she didn't like it as much as she would have. Like, we satisfied her, we satisfied her craving for sweet, but she disliked the vegetarian and mild tads, making it so it was just a so-so order. That and she likes normal alcohol, low alcohol. We can go through all of that there, and then we can also keep going through all of these other, all of these other tats and everything like that or so. So we can see our normal guests, and see potentially what people might want, or what they like. So for these normal guests, we can always just keep looking around, and seeing what would potentially be good for their tats to satisfy them more, or for their drinks. But I'll get onto that in time. And while it's a slower day and such, maybe I should start doing that more too then. For now, let's see what we got in the bear trap. Boar meat and venison, and let's continue collecting lampreys. I just remember in my first playthrough, I actually had a problem of I was running out of lampreys super fast. And I got trout. Well, fine enough. Now you can see here that we know that Riddle can come along anytime to the Yokai Trail. So let's add these on. Right, press E. You can see here I can choose between any of these drinks. And I spent a lot for these drinks here, but you can see we have a lot more variants, and I can make a lot more money, considering how... When we were first looking at green tea is just 1 yen for every drink. That Sparrowsate is rare, but it's 50. Whereas this Mio and the Fruity Highball are 12 and 18. And even the sour, the Fruity Sour is also 12. So this is really, really good for me to stock up on and have different options. Because I have 4 drink slots, so I might as well use them. And that allows people to order more from now on this end. Welcome to the Izakaya. So let's try to cater to these people here. So this yokai right here is a Fots. They potentially, well, yeah. That is Fotsies, right? I can't fully tell. I'm assuming you're a Fots. You like small portions, but you are going to order something specific. You like meat though. So I can potentially add meat to whatever that you want. You can see a gold lamprey. I actually can't add meat, just even though if I'd want to here, you can see it cannot take meat at all. So that would just be be something that cannot actually work around. So we just serve the lamprey. See, they're already ordering a different drink. Granted, do I have anything in my ingredients that's signature? I can take a look then. Hi, Owie. How are you doing? I think I saw you playing Commander Death stuff with Annie earlier. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we can try to cater to both the common and the rare customers however they come by. So that's always just going to be the big thing to recognize. Y'all just finished? There you go. Oh, I hope you're doing well. I'm recovering from a root canal today. I didn't feel any pain, but the numbness of my mouth made it so I could only barely enjoy my dinner. And the fact is, I basically have to cut myself off on certain foods for like a month or so until I can get my crown appointments and all. So we'll just see how life goes. Nurture Japanese, Chinese, and popular trends. Do I have anything like that that I can do? Legendary mountain delicacy? I mean, it's just signature for the lamprey itself. Made something mild at best, but nothing more. This is the real booth experience though, kinda like it. I mean, it's just chill until we get onto the later games, but give me like 5 or 6 streams. This game is a very long game and can be a slow burn. It doesn't be pretty painful. Well, at least I had enough anesthetic, so I felt nothing at all. But that's the thing, I only feel like a third of my mouth. So Riddle's here, so we need to do, so once again, we will not see exactly what her order is. We need to actually talk to her and see what she wants. So, Riddle wants something peculiar and a chillable drink. And because it's a specialty food, what's his face? Because rare customers need a specialty food and a drink. So that means I need to get it. Kyoko won't be able to. So she wants something chillable, so anything out here would do. So let's try the Mio, just as it's most expensive. I need to make money, and then we need to see. I remember watching you play this at one point, it got pretty crazy. Yeah, I will admit to that, but that was a year and a half ago. I looked at it. It was April 2023. And remember, I initially dropped Mystia's Izakaya because I was like, I'm only getting 1 to 0 views. Nobody likes this series, so I might as well stop. That's me trying to be like, I have to have an audience. I'm playing this because I just want to have fun, so I'm restarting from scratch again. Yep, it has been that long. And that was when I was still on my 2.0 model, not my Maid 3.0 now. So she wants something abnormal. So, adding a cicada soil to anything that she wants could potentially be good, because if you see here, she wants something sweet and peculiar. She doesn't like vegetarian or mild stuff. So let's try the seafood miso soup. Let's make it sweet, and let's try adding a cicada soil to it. So you can see here, it's sweet and peculiar, and maybe she'll like it. And that's what you have to do. You have to keep trying out different foods and seeing what customers like or not. So it still is vegetarian, but she did like it more than the previous one. So let's check my book again. Miso soup's still vegetarian, so I might want to try a grilled lamprey that's a little bit sweeter than some solos. Getting back into watching them slowly while it's streaming scene, yeah. I mean, it has been quite a while, but life gets in the way, Allie, so no problems here, and you're here, that's all that matters. So she wants something low alcohol, and she wants just another thing. And she wants another chillable drink. So let's try the fruity sour, see if there's anything specific she wants out of that. And let's try a lamprey that is peculiar and sweet. Because that's not vegetarian by any means, and it's not mild, at least I don't believe so. So let's try this. She loves it, and anytime you satisfy a real customer, because it's Touhou, we get a spell card. Each Touhou character has their own specific spell card that they can inflict, positive or negative. And for Riddle, the Lord of the Fireflies, you can see she activated this passive at the bottom right, Firefly Phenomenon. Guests are attracted to fireflies, and they are 1.3 times more likely to appear, which is wonderful for my future prospects. Oh great, this is a fox, right? If I add meat to this potentially, would you like it? One way to find out, but at least for now, thank you Jojo for helping. Did back in streaming after rebrand, and just you gotta do what you gotta do. You liked it a little bit more. I really can't tell the difference between a cat and a fox tanuki, I'll be honest with you here. Either way, y'all like meat, so I can just keep tossing in some pork if you want there. Satisfy you a little bit more. And then you want a lamprey. Actually, can't add meat to it, otherwise it would just come out as junk. But were you looking to rebrand it soon, Aoi? Or is it just something that you're coming back to, kind of like how Flanny's plans are? Yeah, I don't think I have enough ingredients to satisfy these guys and make them really happiest. So I might just save my meat ingredients for now, and just to let that fly, you know? So let's get that going. Thank you for preparing that sparrow satay. Oh, I didn't prepare the lamprey. Oops. And we'll just see how things go on. I know that, like, for me, I'm pretty happy with my current state. Now, granted, you know, this is my ideal outfit and all. Maybe I'll get some new stuff for VR chat if I want to. But at least when it comes to, I'm very satisfied with how my model is, I say, as I completely brick myself because my thing fell over. Also, we got Rumia! So nanoka! Hello, Rumia. What do you want to eat? Isn't the freshest way to eat something just to eat it raw? And she wants something bitter. Now, Misty's Izakaya, for those of you meme lords, already probably know from that one screen cap of Rumia ordering, flesh, 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 I desire flesh. I want sweet drink. So she wants something bitter. So let's go ahead, get her bitter. Let's get her Mio so I can just upcharge a little bit. I will give her the Mio. I'll give you miso, and we need something raw. So if I get her an egg, that's raw. If I get her some pork, that turns this miso soup from vegetarian to meaty. So I could play around with that a little bit and see how things go. Something new here, but might be your final design change. There you go. I didn't say too much more. And see here, I satisfied her, very much so. And she has done Moonlight Ray, which has granted me 3 different things of meat, including Iberico pork, which is a rare ingredient, so I'll be very happy with that. Now, you know, the room. is added to our list. And see, she likes things that are raw and meat. So she should be pretty easy to satisfy. And she's always going to be nice, because anytime, once again, that you serve a food that people very much so love, then you will immediately get a lot of ingredients and everything like that that can easily help out. So she wants soda, so another Mio. She wants something filling. But do I have anything that's filling? Future grilled, small portion. If I do the miso soup, but I add like a bunch of ingredients, would that make it filling? Like if I add a bunch of meat, that is large portion, but it's not technically filling. She likes raw though, so let's add an egg instead. I will give you an egg. It is a large portion, so maybe that will be it. I don't know if large portion denotes the filling or not. Or if I need to buy a pumpkin for that. Yeah, I probably need to actually get something for that end. What's in the app? The duties being worked on. There you go. It won't be too long before I make announcements. Well, however you want to tease. I know some people want to immediately put their stuff out there. Signature dishes and soda. Soda! Oh, another Mio. And then I have to get the lamprey. I can't put meat on it, but I can make it raw. Let's put a chili on there too. I just want to see what Rumia's tastes are. She likes meat. Does she like anything spicy though? Because I need to keep learning about my customers. If there's anything to it. So nothing specifically, but I satisfied her request, and I gave her the egg to make that lamprey raw. So that way, it pairs well. Fish and eggs, doesn't sound like bad. So, more spell cards, more great stuff. She likes peculiar stuff and a bitter drink. Well, in that case then, let's try, well, yeah, let's try this. 1, 2, 3. I can't add the meat, because then it would come out to be John. So add an egg in that case. And I didn't remember what she wanted there. She wants something bitter. Let's mix it up just for her sake. Is your wife who got your maid and Annie? Yeah, there you go. You just got it. Oh, good. It's however you want to make your announcement cycle be, right? Nice, another Roberto pork. You will love to see it. Alright, Rumors. I know that you said you wanted to be filled, but that's the 3rd course of food that you've ordered so far. There you go. Flesh, flesh, flesh. I desire flesh. I want bitter drink. Alrighty. In that case, then let's get a slow in here and let's get some meat. And then let's get your fruity sour just because we can. They're gonna be siblings? Yeah, yeah. Oh, well, I didn't give her the raw tad, so fair and fine enough. But if I satisfy roommate completely, then she can easily pay me back the meat that I give her anyway. So I shouldn't be afraid to invest. But nice. So perfect right there, and you can see I spent about 400, I gained 600. So my net profit, yeah, exactly so. Purchases 480, sales 677, so a profit of 197 today, all from serving those new different drinks. Lovely to see, lovely, lovely, lovely to see. It's not a bad profit for a small bird brain. Yesterday was tough. It would be nice if I could prepare some dishes in advance. But if I can't sell them all, they'll all be thrown away at midnight. If I only prepare enough for one day, it should be okay. But now it's teaching us that we can prepare food in advance, and you can see here, I can spend some time if I want to have them already be sitting in my fridge when it comes to. But that'll be for busier days on the trail. Making that money? Hi, Pyro. It's been a little bit, brother. By that, I mean, I feel like I can use this joke with you. Oh my god, it's been like a whole year. Hope you're doing well, Chief. Hope you're doing well. Life gets in the way, and also, to be fair, I don't think like the last times we interacted, I was necessarily the best host to you, or receiving, when it comes to for being a good friend. Either from me, I think it was either being drugged or just not being the most receptive to last time we played games. So I just hope you've been well, Chief. Just, you know, only wishing the best. Work's been killer these last few months. Well, that's how life goes, but, you know, we're covering our bases and we're just trying to be kind for each other here. You know what? It has been a while, but, you know, you remember the bad more than the good, so I want to make sure that we're all on the same ground, you know? Because it has been a while, and those intrusive thoughts can come around of, did I make them mad? Are they never going to talk to me again? This sucks. So let's buy the rest of those ingredients we need. First and foremost, buy all the eggs, because I am out of them. I'll keep taking the chili. I'll buy those shoots just because I can. Tofu is always needed for that there. Now, and you also need the radish for that. And the next thing, the pumpkin fulfills that filling slot that Rumio would have wanted. I also get fresh from that right there. So I think this is a good start, really, to begin with for all of my stuff here. So let's purchase. So we're at a $300 or 300 yen margin to begin with. We have interacted through Discord and all. To an extent, I will admit to that end, but you know, not as often as I would remember or expect. And like you said, work's got in the way, life's in the way, and you know, depending on some of my viewership, it's just school, especially with the season all coming back on again. So that's just how life's going. Can't say much more than that. Alright, but we got onigiri. Man, I love these jelly-filled donuts. Jelly-filled donuts are my favorite. Alright, so real quick. Keep the spare satay on there, and because the onigiri requires a cutting board too, we are fine. So let's prepare for another day. Yeah, just whatever that you can to make, it's always great. If not, well, my YouTube's uploading 4 videos a day, because I keep myself to a rigorous cycle, so just come on there. Or just interact in my Discord too, because our community has been growing up pretty well. It's a small one, but we have a very, very decent following altogether, and it makes me the happiest Cruz Ship Captain / servant ever. They get to see that I have some regulars that are able to talk to me, and to talk to each other more than just only with me. You know, it's just so nice. It's just so sweet and so nice. 200 bakery, won't say which one. Nice. Any money again? Job is fine, but your manager? Oh, that's how it goes. I mean, for me, I'm still holding down 2 jobs. Rather, I just the last time we talked, if it was a year ago or so, I was holding down 1 job. Now I'm back to holding down 2 jobs again, and one of them is retail, because we need it. You still want to hang out? I mean, that's just how it goes. Yeah, GaleForce or just my own server too, because I've got a few people that, you know, they don't necessarily intermit, but nothing really has happened much. GaleForce is still, I wouldn't say dead, but we're just kind of chilling there. Okay, prep work for today is done. Thank you for the hard work. It's still a little while before we open, so please take a break. I'm fine. You're the hardworking one here, and you don't need to be so busy in the first place. Why are you still saying that? You don't owe me, you know? I'm doing this out of my own will. Plus, my business got so much better with your help. I should be thanking you. Thanks. I feel so happy having a friend like you. Even though it's a bit stressful, I'm very happy running the Izakaya like this together with you. Me too. Actually, if all this didn't happen, I was thinking of forming a band with you. A band. That'd be a lot of fun. I miss my singing days. If your passion for music can't be satisfied, why not try to imbue your feelings when cooking? Huh? Head priestess said that no matter what you're doing, devoting your emotions will always result in better outcomes. What would result from a cross between music and food? Isn't it interesting if you think of it like that? Singing while cooking and cooking through singing both sound nice, as long as I let my body follow the rhythm's guide. So welcome to Sparrow Tune, a little minigame that we have now. Wait, drink some water real quick. Mystia loves singing, especially when cooking. She gains special power when the performance is great, but if the performance is terrible, her cooking will also drop. So anytime that we cook anything now, we will have a minigame pop up that will denote how well we cook it. Anytime that we get a full combo on that right there, has a chance to activate one of 3 passives. So to Totetsu Feast means that just have no wait time. As soon as we serve them the food and drink, they will eat and either order again or leave immediately. Patience freeze means that they don't lose any patience, or toss serving means that I can just, instead of walking over to them, I can toss the food right over. And when you get all three of them, you get hyper mode, which refreshes the duration, because these only last for a little bit. I think it's like 30 seconds each. And I don't have to keep doing Sparrow Tune. Yeah, I mean, time does go around, and that's just how life's going. But we just gotta do what we can now, right? Total designs repeat, they always have been. And the fact that I'm gonna be cosplaying my second ever Toho character, considering how I've only cosplayed Satya so far, is gonna be great for my next con. Because Flan, I get to do wings. I should also do Misty, because then I can do her wings, actually. Ooh. Okay, first and foremost, we have a Tanuki. Greasy, salty, filling meat. You want onigiri, which states seaweed by itself. So, let's do that. Filling meat. Can I make anything greasy if I add to it? I don't have anything greasy. Alright, so let's make you your onigiri then. Add more midnight money I didn't do cosplay again. Cosplay unfortunately still does take money in one retrospect or another, but you just gotta do what you can, right? So they did like it. Mountain delicacy and signature. So maybe if I add a lamprey or two, I can satisfy you more then. I don't want to play and to cosplay some Fate and Hoyo characters, well, however, that you might want. Okay, onigiri again, so let's try that. Let's serve one of our Alberto ports as we can. Let's serve a lamprey because it's signature. And let's do one of the pumpkins because it's filling. Let's see if this guy will like it then. And of course, like, even if you want to cosplay Fate or Hoyoverse characters, fact is, he still just liked it. Alright, don't serve the Alberto port unless I can really make him happy. Any greasy or salty stuff then? Gotcha. But yeah, if you want to cosplay, what's his face stuff, like Fate or Hoyo characters, that's super easy to just buy it when it comes to either from like Etsy, AliExpress, or whatever. And there's gonna be a lot of people that can easily fulfill that side of things, you know? So when it comes to, there are a lot of sellers, so you can easily get it for dirt cheap if you're lucky. Not even having to count, you know, how expensive it could be. Yeah, I mean, they are very popular, and without a doubt, considering how they are some of the biggest series of all time. Fate, or rather Hoyo, is one of the biggest modern-day developers, with, you know, currently Star Rail, of course we have Impact the Third, Genshin's in the background, and then ZZZ also had just come around the corner too. I wouldn't think it would be far at all to make it, say, to cosplay any Fate characters or anybody of that sort or so. Totetsu Feast. Nice. So that would be really good in case we had a line, but we don't. Oh, I can't add meat to lampreys, so it came out as junk. Because anytime I try to add something to it, you can see dark matter. Nobody wants that, so I'm just gonna toss it in the trash. Now I want to discard it. I don't want to be holding on to that. Get that out of here. Let's take over this spot Genshin used to have with me. I only dropped Genshin, I remember, just because I ran out of room in my phone space and I didn't want to play it on my computer. And then funny enough, I would have gotten into ZZZ when it first came out, just because I was like, I didn't get into Star Rail just because I missed the date when it came out, because I was just pretty much staying disconnected for no other reason than I could care less. And then I was like, I don't want to get into a gacha game like partially through its lifespan, I say, when I could have easily done it at any time. So whatever then, that's my own fault. And then I would have gotten into ZZC because I was looking at it and it looked fun enough, but because it was on the Epic Games Store, it wasn't being nice. I got toss serving, nice. And it didn't let me access it even after I downloaded it. It bricked on me. And to that end, I just said, screw it, I'm not playing ZZZ then. new character that's coming out. You're talking about Jane Doe? Star Wars storytelling is beat, even coming in late. How is it just? Oh no, without a doubt. People have been talking about how that's great, but my eyes are set on Girls Frontline 2 whenever we get a global release date for the only gacha game I'm playing, dude. Just download it from the Hoyo website. I didn't know you could do. You don't have to go through Epic at all, then. At least when I was looking at it on like reporting, because remember one of my jobs is journalism. That was a big SEO thing of how to download ZZZ, and everything was just downloaded from the Epic Game Store. I hate everything. Well, either way, I'm not getting into it now. Still growing. You can't grow without eating meat, and you want something fruity. So, I mean, fruity sour for Chen then. Fruity sour for Chen. Let's prepare a rice ball for our other yokai, and then you want something that is meaty. So let's try some meat there. Let's try something aquatic, because cats like... I was supposed to say, cats like fish, right? And if the Lone Star Chen is here, we might as well see what she wants. But with toss serving, like I just said, I don't have to move over. I can just toss it from the Izakaya. Yep. Nice. Hermit sign, Fin Swan Edge. So exactly so. Kind of like Rumia, if we satisfy Chen's cravings, then she will give us 3 different kinds of fish. You can see here by the spell cards. Randomly obtain 3 fish ingredients. Randomly attain 3 meats. And then Riddle summons fireflies. Chen only wanted the 1 food though, so that's fine. Glad they made a launcher for all the games. Well, I think that is biting my own knowledge of Hoyo then, because I never played Genshin on the PC at all. I only just played on my mobile. Same with Honkai Impact the 3rd, back when I played it in high school. I didn't know they had a launcher on the computer, so because of that, I am being punished for that end, for not knowing what I said. I didn't get into it then. No reason to get into it now. I can just live vicariously through all the clips that I see. Besides, as much as I love the Victorian housekeeping code just for the maids, it's not like I'm going to be immediately thirsty and needing any of them. Wow, all my tofu is absolutely going away. I hated having a separate launcher for Stario and Genshin when I played both. Fair enough to that end. Ooh, toss servings away. So, this is number 2. So you wanted... That's right there. Riddle is coming by. And to be fair, it's like, you know, a few of my other friends have also turned off from Hoyo's side of things, for instance, when it comes to, for like, new region, for instance, with how, it's that one, right? The Pyro region. This is telling you how much distant I am out of it. And, you know, skin tones still ain't the best at all. I mean, the jokes of the White Wasp Archer with the Fate collab after the artwork came out, too, is absolutely hilarious, but also sad to see. And I've seen a lot of people, you know, giving Hoyo very real flat for it, and I 100% agree to that end. I don't think a boycott has really worked out, considering, you know, how little that has come around to on that end. But you can't, like, you know, it is something that exists. You can't say much about that. And, well, it's your choice if you still want to like it or not. I'm not going to crucify you, because for me, I'm just kind of like, okay, those exist. Their fandoms are having fun. It's not what inspired me to get off the game. No, it inspired me off because when my iPhone size, because of how much storage rot is going on in there for it being an older model, is taking up more than 2/3 of my space. I can't have any games on there. Sweet Peculiar, and you wanted Chobo Abnormal. So, Sweet Peculiar, let's add meat, so that way the seafood miso isn't vegetarian. And you wanted Chobo, right? Chobo. Nice. Alright. But you're immediately also hearing it too in the background of the music here. As you keep serving more and more people, they will of course keep going on, getting happier. The ambience, a little tassel on the side, will keep going up. And the best thing that I find about this game is I love adaptive soundtracks. And the big thing about it is that as more and more people keep getting served around, keep getting their food and all, when the ambience going up, there's 3 tiers of the music you can play on any of your locations. And the yokai trail is just so cool, dude. I love it. I want something chillable. Let's try a rice bowl, because we can here. No, I need meat, well, I can try that. Let's try everything here and see how you like it. Because I want to keep learning more taste for you, Riddle. chewable again. Yep. Right, let's do a fruity sour. Mix it up. You burnt out on Genshin after days once. Burnt out started a few months ago. But you've been back around for Piatoni. Genshin games return to Weathering has been talked about, but I mean, Tower of Fantasy it still exists too. And that was when people heralded it as going to be the Genshin killer, so it's not like people can really say much about that, right? People say it was supposed to be a Genshin killer. Once again, yeah, people can say that about Wuthering Waves, but, you know, Tower of Fantasy touted itself and marketed itself as the Genshin killer, and then it came around. Personally for you, Honkai was the Genshin killer, but that's still by Hoyo, so it doesn't matter. Another brand new day. Isn't this a Tengu's newspaper? This would come in handy. I'll use them as attrition for the wobbly drills. Wait, these aren't human words. How rare. It's written in yokai glyphs, so even I can read them. Let me see. Something is going on? It seems I should prepare for popular trends in the future. Maybe I'll cut out the noteworthy parts. I'll read it every day. It's important to stay up to date on what's going on. So exactly so, you can see here, we are now going to be getting newspaper clippings in our album. Izakaya owner says girl in debt. Maybe the residents of the yokai trail have caught wind of it, but the owner of an unlicensed izakaya has come to her friend's rescue after she fell into debt. However, the izakaya owner is now in debt as a result. It seems that vegetarian foods are popular. Sticking to a vegetarian diet can improve your appearance and help lose weight. A homemade vegetable sandwich climbs rave reviews. So now, I probably need to buy more tofu, because more people will then be requesting vegetarian foods from now on, basically. And I'll also have that popular tab. So anybody that likes popular stuff will very much so want any vegetarian foods. I'm just saying took over the love I had. A friend very into it, and even they admit it's bad they say it and they are coping. Fair enough, fair enough. At least for me, I'm waiting around for Girls Frontline too, and at the very least, that's its own unique side, because it is, because Girls Frontline was a grid-based tactical game, in a sense, or rather node-based, I guess if you want to be more specific on how it looked and all. And Girls Frontline 2 is going the XCOM route, which I'm very excited for to come around with and see. But, once again, no global release date. Global release date when? When? My global release date? Please, my global release date. But hey, you know, people can try to have what they have. And to be fair, you know, not every gacha game is going to be the best ever. I mean, Arknight's Enfield when it got previewed, everybody can write it into like, yeah, almost like Xenoblade Active Combat. And people said it was way too slow in the first go-throughs, and they needed to really pick up the pace, otherwise it's just not going to be a good game. And I know Enfield was at Gamescom recently, so maybe there could be something more to those merits when it comes around later on. But, you know, you gotta try things out, and that is a new version to the formula, rather than just, you know, turn-based RPG like every other gacha game. Now I say that as every other gacha, but that's how so many of them, and the Japanese side especially, have made their money. To be fair, Star Rail has very much run away with that market side for what they are doing. Because the way that they structured it out has been very smart. Like for their gameplay and all, I mean. Alright, let's do another day of grilling lampreys. So now we also have boiled tofu, which requires a boiler. It is vegetarian, so I might substitute that potentially. Or the regular tofu. 1, 2, 3. You know what, let's go on, because if ever I want, the fact is, even though I only have 4 things on the menu at a time, I can always prepare them if I just remember how to make it, or if I just look it up. Have a good night, Pyro. Do take it easy, and if you ever want to drop on by in GaleForce or in the cruise ship, do give a shout, give some love, and thank you again for coming on by tonight. It's really sweet to see you. I'll go get changed. See you later. Alright, now also, hey, that's... Huh? That's Misty? Good evening. Oh yeah, this is the tie-in with the manga that they have. You're me and I'm you. Where are you from another world? Another collab world? We're here to visit you and say hello. We also found out you're running a bustling izakaya. We want to see ourselves. It's the same as this world. So they're talking about it, but this is also just really cute because they come around and they advertise the actual Night Sparrow Izakaya manga. And yes, it is an ad, a blatant one, but it's funny. It's really, really funny. The Sparrow's Midnight Dining. Exactly so. We can actually read, I think, 1 or 2 chapters of it, and it's an advertisement for a tie-in. Well, I wouldn't say tie-in, that means that it would have been, you know, made with the game. No, it's just an adjacent one, because it is a Mystia's Izakaya kind of thing. Well, he's another game? It's like Numbness to Everness or something? Well, that's funny. Also, I mean, what, you gotta make your dues, so whatever that you can with whatever gacha games. One gacha game will always run its course one way or another. I say that when, like, Dokkan Battle Heroes, Fate Grand Order, of course, still exist around. So, we'll have to see how much can be milked out of that or so. But, props to them for continuing to make stuff, you know? You can't say much more than that. Binging with Babis Tohu Izakaya when? That would be a fun dream, one way or another. Alright. Dreadmore Gacha Games? I have a real fun story on that end. When you say that you spent money on that, how much money did you spend? Because I think my favorite story is one of my high school friends, who I'll not name by name, because I don't want to sell them out, but it's a really funny story with how, their parents had gone away on vacation for, like, the summer break, and they gave him, I think, like, it was like $300 or $500 as grocery money, and they just said, what, you don't eat too much or so, or rather, you're not the biggest eater, so this should be enough budget for you to just buy what you need for, what's his face, for, like, the month that we're away. So what did he do? He basically bought, like, straps, and, yeah, he basically bought straps and just, like, lived off of us friends for his food money, and he spent all that money on Dokkan Battle. Oh, jeez. Cats eat fish, and you want something fruity. Meat aquatic sweet. The boiled tofu is just the tofu there. Boiling pot, it's home cooking, but let's make you meaty, let's make you trouty. Make you sweet, and then you want something fruity too. Is the fruity highball? Oh yeah, well yeah, it is fruity, but let's not serve that one because I am so low on it. Let's serve a fruit sour in that case then. Perfect. Hermit sign, Fenjron egg. You want something greasy. I don't have anything that can be greasy, Chen. I don't have a way to make anything greasy. Well, I'm just gonna feed you the same thing again. Let's look at what else I could maybe add, though. You know, there's a cat like a spicy thing. One way to find out. Toss serving as well. Lovely. Chen wanted another fruit. It's interesting that you seem to make food. I mean, it is one mechanic or so. Alright, yeah, I didn't fulfill the greasy side, that's still fine. But it's really fun because, as you see right there, it's incorporating the actual background music for that right there. And it's, you know, it is a crucial part of Mystia's character. She can cause night blindness, she likes to sing, and she owns an izakaya. What more can you really say about that? Boiled tofu. Gotcha. Insects can be carnivores and low alcohol. What do you like again? Sweet, peculiar meat, nothing vegetarian. Well, I can always get rid of the veggie tag by just adding, and I have so much boiled tofu, so I want to keep saving on that side then. So since I can keep buying tofu, I'm more than fine when it comes to just keep preparing that, because I want to save the lamprey supply. I just also have the seaweed, so I could just use that as my main substitute instead then. Which isn't like mild, good to know for the future, but I still provided more than enough to make her happy in general. And maybe we can get 1 or 2 customers coming by before we close up shop then, with the firefly phenomenon. What do you want, Wiggle? You like raw stuff, low alcohol. You don't like vegetarian though, so let's add an egg, let's add a meat, let's add the boar meat. Peculiar, slow. Let's... good with alcohol won't show up then on that side. I just want to see the fungus side, see if you do like funguses. So once again, I need to fill out your little thing and see what you do want. And low alcohol again. Alright, so let us... another Mio for you. Dios Mio. Lovely. FGO is more free-to-all friendly than the 2 Dreadmore gachas. Some things FGO is not being known for being friendly, free-to-play at all. I mean, to be fair, you could say that for a lot of gacha games. Meat and chillable. Meat, chillable. Get you there. Raw and bitter. So let us prepare some meat for the rumors. You want something bitter. Everything here is bitter, so I will just toss this over. Onigiri to you. I need a lamprey for our number 1 guest. Then the rumors gets the tofu. That's right. Like we've had like it reminds me of how like wasn't it Grand Blue that literally had to start including the drop rates because of how abysmal they were, and that's exactly what started the trend of gacha games now actually putting their drop rate potential in for everything that they do. You want something filling. I'll give you that better miso soup. You want soda! The onigiri goes to Wriggle. You can see here, this firefly phenomenon is making everybody immediately line up. So, I need people to just start eating and moving. Because we're about to close up shop too, and if these guys are waiting in line when it closes, they are going to disperse. So please, no! My income! You guys couldn't eat any faster! I couldn't get to Totstetsu Feast? No! It gives you free 5 stars every week. I mean, to be fair, that's like so many banners that they can. And chibis, a lot easier to do otherwise one way or another, you know? Soda. And also, they know their audience now. I don't have any more Mios, so I'm gonna have to give you just a satisfactory drink. So no free meats for me, unfortunately, but that's still fine. But yeah, like, swimsuit variants sell, unfortunately. That does sell. So, if they see their metrics, I mean, why do you think Camilla continues to get more and more love every single time? As the biggest outlier, or, you know, all the fallen Rima. Just people freaking love that stuff. Filling meat, let's put some sweetener on there. And then you want it bitter, right? You want soda still. Well, have a fruity highball and you'll like it. There you go, rumors. Alright. Not bad at all, not bad. Good stuff. I am very, very happy with that. Hi Kappa, hope you're doing well. Or just keep saving over. Wonder how much profit we'll get this time. Oh, I just kind of skipped over 10 into the draw today. For the first time in a year and a half, I restarted it because, you know, I haven't played in a while. And by that I mean a year and a half. Yahoo! Good morning, Kyoko. Recently I was thinking that rather than always having guests come to us, why don't we visit the guests? Chatting with them, giving them presents. Oh, I should also stop the recording for the YouTube people. Alright, new recording. This will probably be the last one, so like 4 episodes for YouTube. Good. Chatting with them, giving them some presents. Improve our relationship with them. They would definitely visit our Izakaya more often. Sounds like a good idea. But where can we find them? Let's just go out and look around. Did you play Chartreuse on stream recently at all? Not since I finished 3, but I am gonna pick it back up when Remastered comes out for the first one. Here's Rumia! Okay, let me think. How do we greet her? Rumia, is that you over there? It's me, alright! It really is you. You're always doing the environment around you. I can't even see your face. Is that so? So Nanoka! But yeah, no, that was my Tritzer Delicious Mondays was always it, Owie. And then I finished 3, so now I'm just waiting for the remastered or remastered version to come out. And then that's gonna be my Monday slot once again. Because I love CSD. And this could be a Monday way, especially since I get to yap a lot in one retrospect. So I should continue going on. Yep, we got screenshot it, catchphrase it. We also got the flesh, I want bitter drink from earlier too. That is so. However, seeing a black orb flying around in broad daylight, it pretty much guarantees you're in there somewhere. To a certain degree. It's part of your signature now. Does it look like the Emperor's new clothes? It's actually closer to the Emperor's garbage badge. So that's the end, and a young yokai child seems to be vexing over something. If you're willing to help him, please go to the entrance of the human village. Yeah, Yoko? What business tips do you have for us? Reward spell cards. As you know, so as we've been seen, spell card games are very popular in Tokyo. Just about everyone recognizes their own spell cards. Feed them food that they're satisfied with and you'll get their reward spell card. If you aren't sure, you can check what they are. I'd suggest to even have spell cards that forcibly test other guest ratings. I think you'll find a shortage of these cheat guide spell cards. Certain spell cards combined together may look surprising. You should look into it. So exactly so. You want to be able to throw spell cards. You want to be able to satisfy your guests so they get spell cards and help out on more. I am skipping a little bit over this. So Nanaka, but that's what. But I didn't expect the full conversation. But the main thing I was just trying to get to here is that when you interact with your rare customers, etc., so they will get to talk about different things going on in the world, maybe talk to you about different ingredients and all that, and just a lot of ways that you can continue to improve your craft, you know? But okay, I am skipping a little bit over it, but once I didn't expect the whole full conversation, I thought this was just to be a primer dialogue, but Rumi's talking about some black tofu, some way, spicy dark matter. So exactly so, she wants tofu, and if we give her one, we get stinky tofu. This is it. Or maybe it isn't. So, is it tofu that you had in the underworld, or is it not? Didn't you say you stayed there for a while? Please, try again. Let the tofu just sit there until it ferments, and fry it. Is that so? Don't ask me if it's still edible after the tofu is fermented. Why don't you give it a try? So now we got a new recipe, stinky tofu, and exactly so, we have a new idea of a dish from Rumia, so we need to have her try out stinky tofu. And also, we have 7 days to pay off our $3,000 debt. 3,000 yen debt. We're almost halfway there, but I need to keep buying ingredients, so we'll see how that goes. Is that so? For now, though, I need all of my drinks. Buy me some peppers, buy me some radishes. And honestly, I need these meats too. I need like literally everything, because I need a lot of stuff. I should have cut into all my funds, but I think it's worth it, and I have more than enough days. And also, we have Chen. And by the way, I wanted to ask you this for a long time now. No, don't bother! Why? I haven't even asked anything. Don't play any tricks. I don't have any tricks even if I tried. Why don't you listen to me for once? I wanted to tell you that I'm very grateful that you frequently visit my Izakaya. But could you stop showing up with a sour face every time? It's almost like I owe you money. Actually, I do owe you money. Anyway, other guests will mistakenly believe that my food sucks. I mean, that's about right. What? If you have problems with my food, then why not just tell me directly? Oh, it's not that either. I didn't come to your Izakaya for dinner. Well, you certainly ate a lot. It was an inspection! I'm inspecting whether you're working hard or not. Inspection? If you're worried about the loan, I already told you that I'll pay it off. You better. It's fine if you insist on coming for inspections, but please don't show a sour face anymore. It's not that bad. I feel pretty bad, let alone other guests. I'm very proud of my food and service. It's just... I'll be really mad if you continue with this nonsense. I mean, I'm actually not impressed by your cooking skills. Deep fish crisps and dried fish crisps are 1000% better. Mere dried fish crisp. Not just dried fish crisp, it's my secret dried fish crisp. What's it like? How could I so easily show my secret recipe to outsiders? You're making it up. I'm not. Listen, it's... hold on a second, I'll write it down. You're not mad anymore. I'll forgive you this time. I don't need your forgiveness. However, I'll be more careful in the future. So exactly, so we got another new recipe, dried fish crisp, and we need Chen to try it out. Now though, let's see, there's this little yokai boy. It's sis, come here, come here. Hello there, were you the person that posted that request? Yes, there's a merchant at the entrance of the human village. His toys are really fun, but I'm really scared of talking to a human. Hold up, isn't this backwards? So Big Sis, please buy it for me. That thing circles around when the wind blows on it. That's the toy I want. Speaking of which, this merchant told me this thing is called a pinwheel. Hey kiddo, yes you. If you want to know how pinwheels are made, you can just ask me directly. So loud! Humans are indeed really scary. Are there characters backwards? Oh, we got a small little reward for that, so not a problem at all. Also some items which will be, haha, a secret tool for later. For now, let's get some lampreys, because we can always use more lampreys. Hello, Riddle. Misty, why are you spacing out? Let's play. Oh, Riddle, it's you. What's wrong? It's morning yet you're already so lifeless. It's nothing. I'm just pondering new recipes. You're still not playing that cooking game? Get it over with. Let's go on a field trip. I'm not in the mood. Gee, just put random stuff together and call it done. No, you don't get it. Fine. You'll play once you get a new recipe, right? I can give you one right here, right now. Huh? Our race has existed in forests since ancient times. Let me get a sip of water real quick. All of our history and culture dates back to... I'll hear about your past stories some other time. Please teach me a new recipe. There, I made it this morning. A boiled egg. Try a bite first. It definitely just isn't a boiled egg. It has this hint of sweetness. How did you do that? Now you want to know? Stop tantalizing me! You must have noticed that dew can be collected from trees in the morning, right? Yeah? So go get some more, then I'll give you the answer. Oh, why me? Just bring them to me if you want the answer. So, give a dew. Riddle? Is that all you got? Gathering dew is never an easy task. Anyway, here it is. Can you tell me now? You still don't see it? The answer is right in front of you. What do you mean? I was asking how the boiled egg got such a sweet and refreshing flavor. Well, it's because it was boiled in dew. Dew? What difference does the water make when boiling stuff? Unlike us, you birds are so insensitive in this aspect. Do you know, fireflies are carnivorous in the larval stage. However, we rarely eat or drink anything once we grow into adults. Even on the edge of starvation, we only take in dew and honey. Why so? As soon as one has learned the taste of dew's sweetness, meat will always be foul and revolting in comparison. What? That's why dew is a delicacy of extreme purity that can only be found on morning leaves. Using such ingredients for cooking will alter the taste of everything with it. Therefore, there was no ordinary boiled egg, but a dew runny egg. How fascinating. But it's such a hassle to collect. Let me help. Since it's early, let's start another round of dew gathering right now. So Riddle needs to dry the dew runny eggs. So now, all three of our regulars, the Night Spirit Izakaya here, have their own recipes that they want us to try out. So we, without a doubt, need to have these on the menu for today. Ooh, chilies from that bush. Love to see it. Really quickly though, because we can, if I go to the Sparrow Hut for 2 seconds, you can see the little monitor that we were given last time around from the collaboration event. But you can see, exactly so, yeah, from the Night Sparrow Izakaya. And I have read it. It hasn't really concluded, but it's a very, very, very small and sweet series. So I do highly recommend it too, for just small Izakaya anecdotes, because it's really cute and sweet. It's more Misty content. Can't go wrong with Misty content. But if we talk to other people, we also can just get, you know, small conversations out of them and all. I want to have a good relationship with you. With me? Why? Our relationship isn't exactly great. We signed a contract together. Not a bad idea to be on good terms, is it? I'm not sure if I can. But she also didn't say we can't. What are you talking about? No, nothing! Do you really just want to be my friend that bad? I didn't. Are you mocking me? I really, really want to be your friend. In that case, I'll reluctantly give you an opportunity to know myself. Thank you so much. But do try to talk to everybody at least once a day, because the biggest thing about it is that you can and will raise friendship levels, which can have many benefits from the future, as we get on to talking to more of them. Over here you can see bond level 1 so far for most of our for all of our peeps. That's just the base, but we gotta start somewhere. So for now, back to the Yokai Trail. So exactly so, let's put the new menu items on here. Thingy tofu for Rumia, fish crisp for Chen, and then our do-runny eggs. And then finally, let's put on some rice balls too. 2, 3, 4, and then pan, cutting board, steamer, exactly so. So we can prepare all of those then. Welcome to the Night Sparrow Izakaya. Please do have a seat, have a wonderful time, and chill out, everybody. I'll probably do this last one and then I'll end it, because it's 10, and I want to have a good snack. Because I got to eat dinner, but with, once again, me having part of my mouth numb, I mean 2/3 of my mouth numb, just thanks to my root canal today. I actually want to eat more, because I feel like, even though I did eat, I didn't get the satisfaction of getting to taste any of the food. I mean, to an extent I did, I just had to eat in one side of the mouth, but it feels like I only ate half of it, you know? I just want to eat more. But yeah, that's just, you know, until like, whenever I get the chance to call back my dentist, then I'll get to see when I can schedule my crown and all that. But just hoping for the best. Hopefully it's not going to be too long for dental time for waiting around, you know? Thank you for dining at the Night Spirit Izakaya. Please, tell your friends. Tell your friends. Alright, so we have the tofu. Thinky tofu. It is chili and tofu is what's needed out of it. So I'm glad I am buying the chili from there. We got Totetsu Feast. Not necessarily needed considering we don't have anybody but the one group of customers here. Also, the other thing to really think about as well is always to try to keep preparing foods, because at the very least, you can get the other passives and keep your combo up when it comes to for cooking for people. But if I prepare the rice ball, for instance, maybe I could get one of my other buffs. I did not, but it was a prospective plan. Chen wants meat and a dry food. So let's think about that. We want something dry, so we get the Mio, or actually I can get the Sparrow Sake. And then we need to serve her the fish crisps, and she wants something meaty. So quadet salty fresh small portion. She likes sweet. She likes meat. So get her some sweet meat on there. Meat sweet. No, I'm pretty sure she likes sweet. Yeah. She likes greasy too, but I don't have anything greasy. You want more stinky tofu? If I can, I'll make one of everything. So if I can get the super buff, that would be great. Not getting it yet. Chen will be satisfied, so we are very happy with this. Nice, hyper mode, perfect. I got to keep it before it expired. What do you want? Roast meat skewered on a skit. You like grilled stuff. I don't have a grill, Chen. I don't have a grill for you, girl. I can't just put the lampreys by themselves. I mean, I technically could, but I don't have the recipe yet, so I can't actually make it. Alright, in that case then, let's just make the fish crisp again. Can't satisfy her in all accounts, but that's what happens. And you want something dry. Ah, says she, super dry. Oop. You need to work hard and pay your debt on time. I'm trying, Chen. Cats eat fish, and you want something dry. Well, let us go with those crisps again, because we can. I can give you the Sparrow Sake. Oop. You want the crisp? Well, you're having 3 different servings of it all, right? Riddle's coming, so we can also give her her own food as well. I have the extra rice ball. Thanks one Ed comes around. Lovely to see. More crabs, more pufferfish. I don't need the Iberico pork, but once again, let's put around and see what else that she potentially might like. Let's see here. Let's try filling and see what Chen might like. You want something dry? That was Sparrow Sake for you this time around. And then Riddle, you probably want a dew-running egg. Something abnormal. So add peculiar on there. And sweet. It's gonna be meat, aquatic, or greasy, that's fine. You want low alcohol, so get you a highball then. Crisp for Chen. Ed for Riddle. Lovely. She doesn't like mild. Okay, understandable. So, she doesn't like the dew tag of mild, but when it's on the edge, that's fine then. Fish and fruity. Well, once again, I'll just keep serving the same thing to Chen over. Low alcohol. So let's get 2 sours. Oh, we still have toss serving. And carnivores, you say. Sweet peculiar meat raw. So if I did that, can't do meat on that end. So let's do meat. That way you get rid of the vegetarian chat. And let's add an egg to make it raw. Perfect. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Now my hyper mode's about to run out. So I'm gonna have to manually serve these, but that's fine enough. We need more fish crisps. We need to get Sparrow Tune up once again. But thank you for your service, you wonderful patrons, you. Take the crisp, get on out. And I'm just gonna prepare some more tofu once again, because if I can get to Tetsu Feast, that would be great. Otherwise, let's sit on this, because we already have a good amount of food otherwise then. Ooh, perfect. Lovely to see, lovely to see. Rumors wants something raw. So get her that stinky tofu, let's put some meat on the bones, let's put that egg in. Da-dum. Get her some Dios Mio as well. Just listen to the soundtrack, dude. I love this soundtrack so much. As soon as you hear just everything just immediately kick in all together like that, that is absolute heaven to my ears. Just, you know, hearing the atmosphere of the Yokai Trail just absolutely kick up. It's great. You want something filling and you want something bitter. So let's put a pumpkin with some meat in here then. And then I need more stinky tofu. You want bitter? Let's mix you up. Let's get a fruity sour in then. You are here. And, ooh, Marissa is caught visiting the Yokai Trail. It'd be fun if we can serve Marissa tonight before we close up shop. Let's see if I can get hyper mode, though. No! Too late! Alright, well, Marissa will have to be served next time around. I don't think we're gonna get to use these eggs or the stuff there, so that is a loss on my side, I will admit. I was trying to get hyper mode, but I also did recognize I was on the last quarter. Anyway. Right, eat up, and then we'll end off stream on this note after I respond to my Discord messages. Alright, so another successful day done. Profit of 534 after spending on the ingredients. So not bad, and yeah, I did lose a few things at the end of the day just due to me overcooking. I was trying to be a little bit more savvy, but that'll end it off for Mystia's Izakaya tonight, everybody. So, thank you everybody for coming along. Wherever you are, wherever you may be, whether you're on Twitch or YouTube or more, it's been your Wonderful Wind Mage, your Cruz Ship servant, Chartreuse Proxy, everyone always at your service. It's been wonderful getting back into Mystia's Izakaya once again. I will be going ahead, taking it easy, having a good night now. Thank you everybody once again for all the love, and I do hope that you can come by again tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think, is going to be the next time I'm going to get to stream, and I'm playing reverse collapse. I have a morning shift, if I remember correctly, but we'll see. But at least for now, whether it be morning, afternoon, evening, or night, at least from my side of the world, have yourselves a wonderful night now, everybody, and I'll catch you all when I get to see you again.